Alright, so starting off here, we have the newest collection pieces with these standees that I just made recently. Got some bootleg Gundam, got this weird Jack Specific Link figure with pieces that I actually 3D printed for the replacement sword and shield because I couldn't find the originals for a decent enough price. Just picked up that lantern not too long ago here. Pretty cool blow mold from this year as well. And starting over here with the primary collection pieces, you can see I have it relatively themed for the most part. You know, like monsters with monsters, you know, vampires with vampires, etc. But there's still a lot of miscellaneous stuff thrown in between there. Some pretty cool stories behind most of these, as I purchased most of them in person, including this, which unbelievably I got it at an estate sale here in Michigan for like $2, which is still crazy to me because it wasn't like some toy collection or anything. Oh, hi, buddy. You want to say hi? But yeah, we got witches here. These cool Pepsi Man Halloween and monster themed bottle caps, which I do want to try and complete the collection of those if I find them for a decent price. Got some pretty cool junk toys mixed in with some more rarities here. You know, just miscellaneous stuff. Again, not super themed in terms of as a whole, just mission and mashing, other than you know, most of the kaiju stuff here. But and these very cool Goosebumps stickers that Hells had just sent me, which thank you again. But yeah, I got some of my favorites up in the front here. You can't see it, it kind of fell, but I also have the White Castle inflatable Godzilla there that I need to repair. I had it inflated, but it just deflated over time. You can see here, this is another toy from that exact line. Some cool like fast food, not Godzilla stuff. Dollar Tree, King of the Monsters, junk toy. Some pretty cool resin repros of these Deferils. Not the cleanest setup that I've had with my collection here. I did kind of haphazardly put this together compared to how it was at the old house, but it gets the job done for what I want. And I'll probably do that in the winter. It'll be more of a project when I'm not as busy with life stuffs. But you got some Mad Max stuff down here, Mad Max inspired stuff, and then the Ghostbusters line. Some of those are repros, some of those are not repros, but the newer lines, and then some of these are like the actual originals. And then you got some more just junk toys down here, miscellaneous weird stuff. Some of it's nostalgic to me, some of it's just weird monsters. Now this here is a movie collection. Some of it's still interspersed with other stuff, but this is the primary bulk of it. Slimer and, you know, Ghostbusters, RoboCop, Xenomorph. Some more interesting stuff here. Very cool PJ Mask playset that I use as a stand that I really enjoy. And this Moja from Die Dark that I 3D printed and painted a couple years ago. Very nice. Got some of the Super 7 metal and punk figures there. Got some more Super 7 up here. Some of those I've had from like original run Super 7 when they first started doing these 3.5-inch figs. Got the Toxic Avenger Meko figure there, and the Ultra 7 one. Some of those Go-Go's Crazy Bones that I had from a massive lot that I wanted to keep. So, and then here, another big starting point in my collection are all these Yu-Gi-Oh figures. I have a very funny picture, not this exact one unfortunately, but of this toy me holding it when I'm like, I don't know, maybe like 6 years old and freaking the hell out over it. Very, very funny. Because it's such a demonic and crazy figure, and easily a great turning point for my life. Same with Digimon here. Couldn't tell you how many times I watched this movie as a kid. Probably the reason I like punk music, between that and Tony Hawk. But yeah, a lot of these very, very nostalgic to me. And down here we have the new super cheap Rhino Alien Mother. Got Tetsuo with Iron Man, the Unbox Industries one here. Did a custom paint job on this Xenomorph. I actually don't know what brand that is, but it's pretty cool. When I bought it, had bad paint on it, but it was a translucent plastic, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely restore that in a cool way. But this is the Spawn whatever figure series I can't think of the name of right now, but yeah, it turns into this giant, basically Megazord or Voltron version of it. Very biomech and very sick. Down here we have some more video game oriented stuff. So I got like a really shitty Chinese Wanpaku Graffiti repro, I guess. I mean, for Famicom. I mean, as you can see, I'm a little bit of a big fan, but we'll get to that point. We got Maximo, you know, more cool Splatterhouse figures here. Splatterhouse Dead End Threads, like pin set, that was really cool. Those, oh man, whatever, the Creatorium or whatever the guy's name is that makes those resin toys, very sick. Obviously got Kid Drac. It's a pretty cool Kid Drac patch. So yeah. And then down here's some of my plush. Some of it's pretty cool, some of it's stuff that I won through round one, or other reasons that I have obtained it, you know. Like this crappy, like handmade Charmander that my girlfriend had got me for my birthday last year. And we got some more weird stuffs here. We got this like Doom Eternal lunchbox. Pretty cool Monster Kid, like 7-Eleven, like art fair set. Very cool. Got the Ghosts and Goblins Super 7 set. Again, I bought this very, very early. Basically when that was first released. It's Halloween 3, Spinster. Got some pretty cool Keshi lines here. Some mock Lego pieces. Some of these are official Lego. I think a couple of them are, but yeah, and then have the Super 7 displays to show them off with that. 3D printed the stands for them to make them nice and vertical. So this coffin set is a bunch of like sculpted monster candles that you use for Halloween. There's like a mummy, Frankenstein, Dracula. They're all very cool. Unfortunately, most of them are broken, so I keep it in the package because they'll just disintegrate any further. But and B Diamond actually got that at a flea market a couple years ago now. Actually, geez, but love this as a kid. One of my favorite toys of all time. Love that it just looked Gundam, like SD Gundam adjacent. And yeah, you could shoot marbles at it, just take kids' eyes out. It was awesome. Like that and Beyblade. Anytime you had a toy that had really cool aesthetic, but it had violence involved, love that shit. Pretty cool Metroid. Here we have Gorzak the Destroyer, which I actually need to get an axe for him still. I don't have the axe for it yet, but here we have a really cool Stretch Screamer still in the packaging here. Awesome packaging, by the way. Better than the toy, definitely. The toy is okay. I don't love it, but yeah, no, that art on the front, love to have more of these because they're so fun. And then over here we have pretty cool Keyblade I made recently. That's an old Devilman like canvas print that I made back when I worked at Office Depot. Here we have some of the Nirasawa originals. Got some glare from the light on that Curia, but yep, I do want to eventually complete this set. I'm not in a big rush for it. They're cool. They're not like hyper rare or anything, but yeah, they're very cool figures, especially some of the weird like fish ones and stuff like that. Very cool. And then here is more of a direct Nirasawa and Gonagai worship directly with Devilman and some Violence Jack stuff here, which is kind of hard to come by, unfortunately, because I love Violence Jack, borderline more than Devilman. I mean, it's so much more fun and everything, but yeah, I have both of the original Kewpie keychains. Very weird off-brand Pez that's like 2 to 3 times larger than a normal Pez dispenser. But yeah, I have the Verotic set that Danzig put out, very inspired by She Devilman and hentai. I have the Castlevania Anniversary set here. It is complete. I do have the light box with this as well, but I think I actually have that upstairs somewhere in a box. But yeah, very cool set to have with it. I have the actual tail here in box from 1.0. This very cool Capcom 30th anniversary lunchbox. This Uzumaki bookend. Here's some of my VHS collection. Most of this is just Japanese and stuff that I'd regularly watch frequently, you know. And then walking over here, got my Monster PC, got some cool art. Pretty cool Judas Priest sign that I designed and printed a couple months ago. All down there, it's just TV and everything. More VHS collection here. More just standout stuff that's not like as regularly ready to be watched, but here we have most of my Gundam collection, Gundam and Mech. Some of these are model kits, some of these are just toys, like this awesome robot that I had since I was a kid. Some of these were when I really got first into Gundam as an adult and wanted to do some custom colorways on them. This one and this one. I would love to redo this one and do a proper paint job on it because it looks decent, but I want to get it fully professional looking because it would look fantastic. And here we have more of a plush. Very cool Riot City tapestry that was gifted to me for Christmas this year. Some of the Don Post inspired, or it actually might be Don Post, I'm not sure, the Spirit Halloween retro style masks. I almost got rid of those a couple times, but now I'm kind of glad I didn't. I like them, even though they have been selling them every year. The only thing that's weird about these is that they're all made of a different type of plastic. They all have different rigidities and different finishes. Like that one's significantly more matte than this one here, and this one's like a much thinner plastic than this one. It's very weird, but still very cool to see. And then here we have some masks and stuff. That one is sculpted and painted by Morbid. His Devil Bat, which he had for years and years until I finally just decided it was time for me to own it. That was a gift from him. I don't even know, probably like 2017, 2018. Very cool glow-in-the-dark Fang face. Yep. And then here we have some of my book collection. A lot of manga, a lot of odd stuff in here. A lot of horror, movie, the art collections, and a lot of video game stuff as well. Collections of all sorts of different stuff. I mean, if I saw a weird book that I was out thrifting or online for a decent price, I would cop it. You know, I mean, there's nothing really that I have a limit on when it comes to weird art. I want to, you know, eventually maybe condense it down once I've read through them and got my full want out of them, but for now, I like the selection that I have. Some longer comics and stuff that aren't in my main comic collection upstairs. More of the like frequently reviewed ones. Here's my Splatterhouse arcade. Again, designed all the work or all the artwork for this. This is originally a Pandora's Box machine that I basically removed the top art cover from, scanned it, reshaped it, redesigned the Splatterhouse artwork. Same for the side panels. Got the dimensions, laid that all out myself. And then same for that logo, that's the newest addition to it. Designed the marquee, put some LED lights behind it. And then this, I don't even want to talk about this thing, man. This is the headache that this thing gave me to get the screen repaired. For those of you that don't know, half the display here was glitching out constantly into showing a black display. And it took me, I would say, over 6 months to get it in fully functional condition. Now I'm happy to have it. It's loud as hell, but very, very cool set piece. Love it. And moving on here, this is some of the newer stuff that I bought this year, for the most part. That was another gift from Morbid. I 3D printed and designed that stand. Man, the Utaka Dracula and Frankenstein line, one of my all-time favorite lines of all time. It's super hard to find, but man, would love to have more of that, especially the Frankenstein. I love the Frankenstein even more than the Dracula, but got some Garfield stuff down here in empty space that will be filled eventually. Some more weird plush down here. Pretty cool Misfits mask, Elvira mug. Pretty cool On Man, like riding toy that was at the thrift store for months and months, honestly, by us, before I eventually just decided that it was time for me to pick it up. Do need to clean up its face a little bit, but these are some cooler things that I have here. Pretty cool Dracula, or Witch blow mold I bought last year. There's the Dracula that I had designed and painted there. The newer Mad Balls, not Mad Balls, whatever they're called, like Monster Balls or whatever this year. But yeah, I got the Mob of Zombies tapestry in the background. Very cool. You can't see it with the big lights on, but I do have a pretty cool projector purple light behind this. And just got that Trick or Treat Studios gremlin. They put the chain on it from the original owner we bought it from, and I just thought that was hilarious, so kept that on there. Here we have some of my Lego collection here. Again, some of this is mock, some of this is real. Like this guy, this Mazinger adjacent mech is a real set, but some of these like mini sets are not real, but they're fucking awesome sets. I don't care, you know. Got like this like very cool like sake bar that flips around to be double-sided here. This Xenomorph is a gift from my girlfriend a couple years ago. I'm very, very, very happy with this design. It's absolutely gorgeous for it being non-official. It's unreal. This Mars Alien, I had this figure as a kid, and I desperately wanted it again because I always loved that figure so much. Now I have, some newer like cyberpunk-inspired ones, including this Lucky Cat. Blade Runner squirt gun, very cool, like Five Below rubber chicken monster type. This is the same Monster Kid set that is over there, just out of package because I got two of them. Some cooler mechs. Very funny Twisted Sister, what I like to call a party glass, something you would have on the table at for a nice fun time. Yep, the Godzilla Tech Deck skate set. Very, very fun. Very great designs. Pretty cool plush there. Kira bike. Pretty cool puppet. I also tried to get rid of him a few times now at this point, but glad I held on to him. I'm sure I'll get tired of him at some point, but he's just so stupid. I love it so much. And these are some shelves that I had originally made for my girlfriend and I to have matching stuff, but this ended up down here anyway. These are some gifts from Hells and Kahan. So, much appreciative of you guys. Same for down here. That's the Halloween Advent Lego calendar that I did last year. I need to fix them and reassemble them. I'll get around to it at some point. I don't feel like it now, but some new South Park soft vinyl toys. Those are decently high quality for $5 a piece. I mean, I couldn't complain. Pretty cool Angry Simpsons bag. Very awesome glow-in-the-dark Digivice from Hells, and that Walkmate from Kahan. Appreciate you both very much. Pretty cool Masked Rider lunchbox that a girlfriend had gotten from estate sale recently as well. These lower shelves here are all work in progress, so this is all stuff that'll be filled out over time. Stuff that I just recently set up, so again, winter projects, stuff I'll get around to doing, but... And then over here, again, bigger project that I had over the past year or so is these awesome Anheuser-Busch cardboard cutouts that I had restored with Coroplast backing. Same for this inflatable Imperial Godzilla. Unfortunately, he had disintegrated in a lot of different ways, so I had to cut him open, fill him with packing peanuts. But now he is perpetually large and in charge. We had an inflatable beer for him, but you can see down there it's also had a massive hole in it, so I'm probably just going to buy a hard plastic one to put in his hand. And then, yep, over here is another pretty large piece, the Legends Pinball Digital Machine. Very fun. I need to buy a PC for this to connect and play custom devices on it, or custom games on it, but again, project for another day. More money to spend. I don't feel like doing that yet. So yeah, I also do have black lights installed in here that really makes a big difference when you can see the glow, and especially in the glow in the dark stuff. But yeah, very happy with how the primary collection room has come along over these past couple of months here. It's been great.